What's going on, all you horror movie maniacs out there? Phat Samurai Guy is here with Lady Phat Blood, and today we're chilling, hanging out. That's right, we're hanging out. Got some homies coming over a little bit later. Today is Horror Movie Marathon Day. That's right, we're gonna watch horror movies all day because we're insane and we love it. It's fucking awesome. That's right. She's making the homemade cookies. That's right. We got the candy over here. I got the beer. A little bit later, we're gonna get some pizza. That's right, but we got movies all day. So tis the season. That's right. This is the month of horror. That's right. So we're gonna have some fun, hang out, watch movies all day, and hopefully they're good movies. We'll let you know. We'll give you. We'll let you know what we're about to watch and how we felt about it after the movie. We'll talk about it just for fun, just for you guys. We might have some stinkers here, and I picked the movies, so sorry. Don't kill me. But I don't know. You may not see me later in the video. That might be it. I just might disappear.
The Lady Phat Blood channel. It might. I don't know.
It might. But first up, we're getting it started. We have Cold Skin, starring Ray Stevenson, our favorite. That's right. And the plot synopsis is: on a remote island in the Antarctic Circle, a young man finds himself trapped in a battle for his life against nightly invasions of unknown creatures that emerge from the ocean. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's go ahead and check this out. All right, see you guys in a bit.
We're never very far from those we hate. For this very reason, we shall never be truly close to those we love.
There's your island.
We set sail 67 days ago. September 1914.
No birds. No weather official to greet you either.
In this remote part of the world, I feel a sense of irreparable loss.
Maritime signal technician. We are replacing the weather official. Can you tell me of his whereabouts?
Cyphers.
He's dead?
I would have to live in a solitude-like exile for 12 months.
Remember, it's the still and silent sea that drowns a man.
One thing I still can't understand is that you could have escaped 4 days ago on the boat that brought me here.
So where? Here, I'm master of my own destiny.
I can't tell whether it arises from
Divine,
Demons from Atlantis.
the only thing you need to understand is that we are the invaders, which makes us the enemy. Kill and conquer, that's what we humans do.
You want to conquer them, is that it?
Oh no. I want to...
Too afraid to let your friends leave!
We just got done watching Cold Skin, and no spoilers for you guys. I thought it was, for its budget, I thought it was a very well-made, cinematography looked good. The CGI wasn't mind-blowing, but you could tell they did a good job. When they would show the creatures, it would be at night, and stuff like that. But for a creature feature film, I thought it was well done. I thought it was a good movie, but something kept it from being great, and maybe you can help me out with that.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's
because you had the whole setup. You got what's called Jay Stevenson, Ray Stevenson, who's basically, he's in charge of the lighthouse, and there's a little bit of mixture of crazy with ego, which kind of keeps them from not leaving. Because you think anybody in that situation, they're getting attacked every night by fish/humanoid creatures, they'd be like, as soon as they see the first boat, they're out. But because of his craziness/ego, he's all like, it's my island. I defend it every night. And I mean, there was, I kind of wanted more of a Captain Ahab type of thing.
well.
Where he's just like revenge, or like I need, but it didn't really seem like what really kept him from leaving besides crazy/ego.
Well, I think this movie it's being touted as a creature feature.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a creature feature, but disguising the actual underlying
Right.
plot, which is
Humans are evil.
It's a character study. It's a study in
is.
the psychological nature of humans.
Right.
He kept saying, that old saying, "No man is an island," but he kept hinting that. Ray Stevenson? I got that right? Ray Stevenson? Yeah, I got it right. He kept hinting at, he can't, he doesn't want anybody to leave, but at the same time, I just completely botched that whole explanation. It's basically the man, he feels like he's an inept human. He knows he's inept. He can't control things anywhere else on the planet, but he comes across the Ray Stevenson character. He finds himself on this island where he's the master of his own destiny, and that these creatures come in every single night. He can at least control the fact that he can kill them. He can live however he wants.
Right.
You've got the female fish character that he abuses, and
stuff. Other things happen.
You can guess.
Shape of Water-esque.
You can guess.
Yeah.
Except not romantic, apparently. I haven't seen Shape of Water yet.
But yeah.
So I don't think it was... he was a bit crazy, and he had a massive...
So he's okay killing all the male fish humanoids,
of course.
but the one female, he's like, hey.
No, of course. But I think it was... he was a little bit crazy, and he had a massive ego, but it was also the whole, humans... We've created this world for ourselves where we have so little. We've created these rules and these laws and these ways of life, but at the end of the day, we're animals, and we can't live how we really truly want to, and that doesn't work for everybody.
Right.
And so he has this little pocket of the planet where he can do what he wants, and he doesn't want to leave.
Right.
But he also doesn't want to be alone, even though he says he wants to be alone. That's why he keeps the guy with him. He makes sure that he can't escape with him.
I kind of wanted more of, horror.
You wanted a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, more of a Captain Ahab type thing. I think that would have been dope.
Yeah.
Instead of, even in the movie, he's like, we're actually the invaders. Like, we're the intruders.
He even knows that.
But I want them all to die.
Yeah.
Except for the female.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I get it. The movie has a message. I know. Could it be man? Is it man?
Well, come to find out,
problem.
This
cause of all the evil in the world.
This is based off of a book, so for all we know, this followed the book very well.
Right. Could be, or we don't really know.
Yeah. But I think
it's well made.
I think I know what this movie was trying to say, and I think because of what it was trying to say, I think it succeeded in that.
I recommend it still. Not purchase, but if you can catch it on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, Amazon Prime in the future, and you want to watch a creature feature film with, a message.
Yeah,
then check it out.
Think a little.
It's not a bad movie.
Think a little bit on the lines of Pitch Black, except focusing more on humans and their just total batshit existence, and we're all kind of these creatures that are just kind of like trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing here and trying to survive the best way we can, and just it's more of a character study and a psychological character study. I will say that I did like the sense it had good cinematography, like you were saying.
Yeah, looked good.
It had a really good sense of isolation. A nice little atmosphere of just like being alone, and you're just completely you're just isolated from the entire world.
The whole movie is basically one location.
It was very quiet.
Yeah.
You got to remember, you have two main people in this film, and that's it.
Yeah.
You have one set of people at the end and this set of people at the beginning that have a little bit of dialogue here and there, but aside from that, this movie is just two people and a fish lady. And the fish lady doesn't talk. Some of the pacing was a little odd. I was really fine at first with how fast everything was happening.
Yeah.
And then it all kind of went into, okay, now we're just going to quiet things down.
Yeah.
And
it was
be
weird.
more developmental.
It was weird in terms of, like you said, the pacing, because every night when they're attacked, it's cool. It's intense. It's what I wanted. That's why I rented the movie. But it was like, every time they were attacked at night, you got some good kills, you had some decent gore, and that's when you get the suspense and the thrills a little bit every time they were attacked at night. And then after that, every attack, it's just like dead, slow burn storytelling after that, in between each attack.
Yeah.
Which sometimes work. And I think it was fine in this film. It just wasn't what I wanted. I wanted more attack, less burn of slowness.
Yeah, this isn't I wouldn't consider this a horror film.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's more of a character study. So I like, again, for what the movie,
Yeah.
I think I know what the movie was trying to do, and so I think it did what it was trying to do. So I don't think this movie was trying to be anything other than.
So you liked it?
I
thought it was good. It just wasn't what I wanted.
I don't love it, but
Yeah.
I think it's
Well made.
I get what
Well
it was
done.
trying to do, and it succeeded. I will say, I loved the score.
Yeah, music was really
It had
good.
a really nice, somber theme going to
Right.
it. You don't really get a lot of
No.
great scores these days, and I thought it was a really good atmospheric
Yeah.
score. So
Yeah. So
props to the
well
composer.
done. Well done, creature feature.
Yeah.
That was more feature than creature. All right, on to the next movie. Hey, I'm still here.
Are we rating it?
I'm still here. You want to rate it?
Do you want to rate it?
Go ahead.
3.3.
3.3 out of 5. That's right. Same.
Okay.
3.3. All right. Next up, we have The Ritual. That's right. 4 friends with a long-standing but strained connection take a hiking trip into the Swedish wilderness from which they may never return. No! Let's do this.
Rob would have loved this place. He's a good man. The best of us.
You know, they have walking trails in England. Pubs.
Come on, man. Where's your soul?
It's twisted. It's twisted.
All right, yep. Easy. Look, we go southwest through here. We cut the journey in half.
What, through the forest?
Yeah, why not?
I should have gone to Vegas.
Oh, you'd have found something to fall over in Vegas too, mate. Now, is it me, or is it really quiet in here?
It's been gutted. Could be hunters out here.
Bait.
Possibly. Or it's the bit they don't show you in the nature documentary. It's a warning.
We shouldn't be here. Where the hell are we, Hutch?
We should pitch the tents.
This is ridiculous, man.
Luke, you're getting soaked.
You hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything. Come on.
So we're going to talk about it then or not?
It was a nightmare, Phil.
Well, what happened to you then?
We got spooked and we had bad dreams, all right?
I woke up last night. Look at this. Nothing has done that to you. You've done it to yourself. Why do you have to deny everything I say? Because I do not value your judgment.
We need to be working together, man.
Oh my God!
What the fuck is that?
Fucking hell, we don't know where we are!
All right, we are back from watching The Ritual. Phat Ninja has arrived. Show him the shirt. That's right. Walking Dead characters, Abbey Road. That's right. That's how we do it. But we just got done watching The Ritual. Lady Fat Blood enjoyed it, but she was kind of in and out cooking the cookies, so she didn't really get to see all of it. But she did enjoy what she saw, and this is what I'm fucking talking about. This is more like it. That's right. Cold Skin was a average start, but this was a lot better. Definitely a lot better. A lot more to my liking. Now, do you recommend this type of movie for people to check out? Because really, the third act towards the end is when things go crazy. No spoilers.
It's a slower burn.
Yes.
It's a little more character development happening.
Yeah.
Before kind of the big horror stuff happens.
Right.
That's not a bad thing.
No. The previous film, the slow burn elements kind of fucked up the pacing of the film, which kind of ruined it a little bit for me, even though I enjoyed Cold Skin for what it was. But this, I was just like, what really helped sell this movie was the acting, the performances. You could have had, the movie looked great, the effects were great, The music, the sound in this movie. If you guys got a great sound system, this is the fucking movie to play, okay? Everything was top notch, but if the acting from the performers was shit, it would have ruined everything. It would have ruined any chance of suspense. You wouldn't have given a shit about anyone. But yeah, luckily the performances kept you invested.
If this was a typical Hollywood movie, there'd be 2 girls in there doing the "oh my god, I gotta take a selfie." "Oh my god, I'm not pretty."
"Oh my god, what's that noise? You wanna go outside and check out what the noise is?"
"Oh, he's dead. Gross."
Gross. Yeah, it would have killed the whole movie. It would have killed the whole movie. But yeah, really good suspense, great sound, great acting. But yeah, so not to ruin the film, we have our 4 friends here go into the woods, basically in the Swedish wilderness, to basically honor their friend that passed away, unfortunately, in a liquor store robbery. And one of the other friends was with him and basically cowered and bitched out and didn't help his friend from getting beaten to death. And that's kind of been with him this whole time. So he carries that pain with him. Oh, yes. This is awesome, by the way. Phat Ninja. That's right. Got this at Bev Mo. Check this out. Perfect timing for the 'tis the season. We have Roddy Piper's All Out of Bubblegum. This is great. All out of bubblegum soda. Yeah, this is fucking awesome. And it goes great with my They Live shirt. Yes. Yeah.
Put the glasses on!
Put the glasses on! So anyway, he carries that pain with him. It affects the other friends around him. But on their way out, they go up the hills to honor their friend, but on their way out, they run into some things. They see some things hanging on some trees. They find some things in the cabin. And it's not good. It's not good. But the movie definitely escalates in the craziness. Yeah. But it also escalated our enjoyment of the film. And we were just mentioning a couple of minutes ago how it's very, very difficult, especially nowadays, because the audience nowadays, let's be honest, everyone's pretty much jaded. Everyone's seen everything. So it's very difficult to create a brand new type of creature or a brand new type of entity that looks original in its own way, but yet still visually impressive. It's very difficult to do that, even with a multi-$100 billion or $1 million movie, horror movies that come out nowadays. It's very, everything looks pretty generic and bland. So when you see this thing, luckily the movie saves it towards the very end. And but when you see this thing, it's very interesting. That's all I got to say. It's very well done, pretty cool design. We enjoyed it. I like movies like this. It's fucking badass. So what would you give this film out of 5 stars? 3 being average.
Chainsaws?
Yeah, chainsaws.
I missed part of this movie, so I can't give the full.
He didn't see the grocery part scene, but
the early
the liquor store scene.
So I'd say it's at least in the 3.5 for me.
3.5, 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Lady Phat Blood, from what you saw, did you enjoy it? What do you give it?
I could give it a 3.7 just for the monster.
Yeah, there you go.
That creature was.
Yeah, just for the monster. I'm gonna give it a 3.8. That's right. I'm going up a little bit higher because I was hoping the movie would have been this way, and it turned out being what I wanted. So, unlike Cold Skin.
Oh,
but,
yeah, it had a lot of good psychological issues too with that.
Yes,
the
yes.
Transitions.
Yeah.
Basically,
yes.
Okay, I'm here now. Okay, it's fine. I'm making cookies in the other room. So basically, the guy, like you said, he punked out in the liquor store.
Yes.
Well, the whole film is him dealing with this guilt, and so in the meantime of dealing with all this guilt, he keeps getting these transitions, sometimes when he's dreaming, sometimes when he's awake.
Right.
And you're literally in the middle of the woods, the dense, isolated woods, and all of a sudden, boom, transition, and like the part of the liquor store is like integrated into the woods, and they had some really good transitions.
Like,
but the whole
really
psychological, him dealing with his guilt and all that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, we were mentioning like the liquor store sequences that were in the forest had some of the forest woven in the liquor store. like, you know, in the forest.
It wasn't just blue screened in.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Right.
But yeah, thank you for mentioning that, because I forgot about mentioning that. But yeah, that was awesome. So that's why 3.8, man. I enjoyed it.
The psychological stuff was reminding me of like the Babadook, and then the forest and the Friends was reminding me of Descent.
Yeah,
and those are all good horror movies.
Yeah,
so it's a good comparison.
All right, next up we have the Puppet Master, the Littlest Reich. I'm assuming this is a remake, reboot, maybe in the series.
It's Puppet Master.
Is this the 48th Puppet Master movie we're about to that exists out there? Hopefully, this is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and watch it.
Warning. This motion picture is one of the most violent films ever made. There are 21 scenes of puppet violence and sadistic cruelty graphically shown. The content and subject matter may be upsetting for those under 18, those with weak hearts, and those of delicate nature.
This cellar workshop is where André Toulon manufactured puppets. It is unclear how many of these puppets were made, though 60 or so of them are expected to be in Postville by tomorrow for the auction.
That's not mine. I don't really know how that got here.
Maybe it walked.
Hello. Jesus. Well, you definitely seem like a toy that a maniac would make.
What the?
Why would anybody create a Nazi puppet?
They're little, they're fast. Anne Frank was hiding in her attic. A puppet could find her.
Don't ask, don't ask.
All right, we just got done watching Puppet Master, the Littlest Reich. That's right, Fat Ninja. Oh, we got, what? Sexy Sumo in the back? What's going on?
Nothing much.
Came in towards the end of the movie.
I saw 2 kills.
Yeah, saw 2 kills. They were good kills, though.
Yeah,
quality kills.
They were entertaining.
And that's definitely the highlights for this film, you guys, is the fucking kills are fucking pretty grotesque, badass. On the gore meter, very high. I did enjoy it. Probably because it's so gory. This has to be the goriest Puppet Master. I mean, let me know in the comments below if the other Puppet Masters were this gory, because this has to be the goriest. Because I've only seen Puppet Master 1 up to 3, and it's been years since I've seen those. We saw another one. Do you remember the other one, babe? Okay. It sucked. It was really bad. It was like a prequel. It was really bad. But the kills are usually kind of tame. They're like not really that great. They're like okay. But this one was really gory, and I'm going out on a limb here, and I'm thinking that the reason why it's so gory is because the writer of this film, what's his name again? Craig Zeller. Yes, Zoller. Yes, the director of Bone Tomahawk and fuck. Bone Tomahawk and fuck.
Brawl and Cell Block.
Yes. 99. Brawl and Cell Block 99. 2 movies I highly recommend you guys check out. But yeah, he wrote this film, and both of those movies are gory as fuck. So yeah, I think that's probably why this movie's so gory, because he probably wrote it. Yeah, I mean, he did write it, but entertaining. I haven't seen a good Puppet Master movie in years, so I found it to be entertaining. And you came in at the end, and you were entertained by what you seen.
Oh yeah.
My question is, what was the movie about? You gotta help us out here. Yeah, go ahead.
Kind of need a plot, man. What is that?
Convention.
Yeah. You don't really need a plot. You don't need to know what's going on to enjoy this movie. But go ahead.
Convention of people celebrating a murder that happened 30 years ago involving Nazi puppets and
what's his name? Toulon.
Yeah.
The creator of the puppets. Basically, that's the whole convention's based around him. Yeah. And we have the guy who played Dangle on Reno 911. I can't remember his name right now.
Thomas Lennon.
There you go, him. I guess it was his brother that died at sleepaway camp. His brother died. We didn't get really a lot of info on that. But in his toy box, he found one of the puppets, and was like, ooh, it's related to the Toulon guy. Got a coming up? Was it convention coming up? So maybe I can go down there and sell my little brother's puppet, get some money. But shenanigans happens, and all the puppets come alive and kill people and blah blah blah. So I think that's it. I think I was confused with Udo's character though. Udo Kier is in this movie. We love us some Udo. But yeah, like his character in the beginning, like what was going on?
I think he was the one who was in charge of reanimating the puppets.
Yeah,
Udo.
yeah.
And,
Yeah, he wasn't Toulon though, was he?
Yeah.
Because he was French/German engineering. So yeah, so he. But how is he still alive? Because of puppet
movie.
technology. Because of movie. Yes. So, if you are a fan of the Puppet Master films, highly recommend you guys check out the Littlest Reich. We had fun with it for what it was. And now, next up. Yeah, a lot of porn movie moments in this film.
More than you would expect.
Yes. They came out of nowhere.
So I missed the good stuff.
Yeah, Sexy Sumo missed the good stuff, man. All right, so next up we have Summer of '84. So we're getting ready to watch that. Let's do it.
The sheriff's office reports they're likely looking for a white male. Preferred targets appear to be males aged 12 to 16.
It's a serial killer.
The Cape May Chronicle received a letter from an individual calling themselves the Cape May Slayer.
There's a serial killer on the loose. What else could possibly be this exciting? Incoming titties. 12 o'clock. Guys, Nikki Keshuba. Scientifically the perfect woman.
Huh. Better view of my room than I thought. Sweet dreams.
Emergency meeting. Treehouse. Now. Mackie is the Cape May Slayer. Mackie's a cop with a sick reputation. Isn't counting on us. That's blood.
Davey.
Hey.
Guys, I'm freaking out, okay?
Relax. You look like you're 30. It's gonna be fine. Now go. You're gonna get caught either by Mackie or your dad. I know I'm right about him. That doesn't prove anything. Are you with me?
I don't want anything bad to happen to you.
We're trying to save people. Yeah, well, you're not.
Guys at the station are gonna love this.
Just let it go.
Sorry again that you're grounded. Let's see if I can get you out of this house. No hard feelings.
You were wrong. You're wrong about everything. Even serial killers live next door to somebody.
All right, we just got done watching Summer of '84, and it was really, really, really entertaining. Nice little '80s throwback adventure in the shades of It, Fright Night, Rear Window, even the Burbs. You can throw the Burbs, Scooby-Doo. But yeah,
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, yeah, '80s throwback movie, great '80s synthesizer type soundtrack. Good performances from the kids. I think if the kids' acting was shit, I think they would have ruined this whole movie. But their performances were pretty good, and there were some funny moments. There was definitely some comedy in here, but overall entertaining. Without spoiling anything, I was okay with the film. I was entertained by it. I enjoyed it, but I was okay with it until the ending, until the third act happened. And thankfully for this movie, the third act was what I wanted to happen. I really wanted the third act to go the way it went, the finale of the movie, the ending. And now the movie's got more points for me now. For you too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to give them
Without spoilers.
a
Yeah.
quick
Go
synopsis.
ahead.
So, a group of kids, they're living in the suburbs. There's a serial killer on the loose, swiping up male teen kids.
Yeah.
And they suspect a certain neighbor of theirs, and they kind of investigate from there.
Who's a police officer? Friends with the main kid's father.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then they go on a little manhunt investigation.
So a lot of shades of Stranger Things, not as supernatural heavy, but more just kind of like thriller-ish, not full-on horror. Yeah. But still, like a pretty interesting, slow burn still, but you know, that ending really does take it to a whole other level. It becomes much more interesting when you look at the whole of the movie. Yeah. So I like that part of it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So definitely the ending. I was just like, oh yeah, I like this. Yes. So without spoiling anything, so we highly recommend you guys go out and check out Summer of '84. A lot of fun. It's not really a gore fest horror type movie. It's not that type of film. More of a adventure in the '80s with horror elements. But it's definitely fun. Sexy Sumo.
Yo.
Did you enjoy the movie? From what you saw?
From what I saw, I got to see it from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
I blacked out a couple of times in the middle.
We're drinking beer over here.
Yeah.
But overall, you like it?
Overall, it was good.
Yeah.
It's kind of Goonies-esque without being so over the top crazy.
Right.
Not much comedy. It's pretty straightforward for the most part.
And it had plenty of bass.
For some reason, this movie, the bass I got in my house, man, it's just they're just talking and it's like ridiculous. But yeah, we highly recommend you guys check out Summer of '84. Rating out of 5 stars. What do you give it?
For Summer of '84, at least 3.5.
3.5? Yeah, I give it a 3. I give it a 3.7. 3.7. Really enjoyed it. So highly recommend that. Now, next movie up, Bloodfest. Hopefully it's better than Hellfest, which fucking sucked. Boo. All right, here we go. See you guys in a bit.
Maybe we should double back and find a different route.
Let's keep moving.
Whoa, wait a minute. Rule number 1 is don't split up.
You don't think we're gonna wake the dead?
Maybe.
There's no such thing as zombies!
Bloodfest is the greatest horror event of all time. It's nice not to let go of the reins, get a little crazy.
She's the one I will lay with tonight.
Wanna make a horror movie to end all horror movies?
This is gonna be the best night of my life.
Walsh made everything real, the monsters, everything.
Oh my God! If you know the rules, you just might make it!
Vampires, zombies, slashers.
The clowns I found on Craigslist.
We've got a dozen horror movies between us and actually surviving this mess. We need to come up with a plan. Jesus, as a virgin, I'd probably have a fighting chance.
You're not a virgin.
Dork.
I think we're gonna be safe, all right? The windows are all secured. The door's locked. There's no way in.
Excuse me!
This is what horror gives us. Horror begets horror.
Boom. Boom.
So much blood. There's 3 ways a horror movie ends. 1, a single hero survives. 2, no one survives.
What's the third? Help us!
Let's go find out.
I'm sorry, but I'd kill your ass!
All right, guys, we just got done watching Bloodfest. And is it better than Hellfest? Yes, it's 50 times better than Hellfest. Hellfest? I drunk too much beer. So 50 times more enjoyable, way more kills, way more deaths, a lot better gore, way more comedy, and a lot more fun. The only problem I had with Bloodfest, though, is that probably the third act to the finale, the movie just goes off the rails. It kind of gets more dumb and more stupid, unfortunately, for the plot in terms of plot. So basically, the movie's about you got this young kid saw his mother killed by a crazy patient of his father's, and his father ends up killing the crazy patient. And he has this huge disdain for horror films and all that, and the young kid used to watch horror movies with his mom all the time, whatever. And so he's been fascinated with horror films his whole life, and Bloodfest is the big horror movie convention, kind of convention? Yeah, kind of convention in a way. He wants to go out there with his friends and have a good time at Bloodfest, and shenanigans, and real people die, and blah, 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 blah. So no spoilers. But, yeah, I mean, The guy, another negative on the film though, even though it was fun, was that the main villain was really cheesy, man. I mean, really cheesy. Like, you could have dialed it back a little bit. I know the movie's kind of a horror comedy, but he was really, really cheesy. Like, I just want to smack the dude, like, shut the fuck up. But anyway, so a really cheesy villain, unfortunately, kind of hurt the movie a little bit. And but you get this guy who's the host of Bloodfest, and he's the one orchestrating all these shenanigans to happen to the people that are there to enjoy the convention. And that's where the movie, I think, should have stayed. And then it would have been fine. But right around the third act, it really goes off the rails, and you're just like, what? And then something else happens, not to reveal anything, and another character shows up, and then something else is revealed with another character towards the end of the movie, and then it's just like, okay, this is fucking stupid now. This is dumb. So the movie was entertaining all the way up to the third act, to the finale. In terms of a plot, it went off the rails. Other than that, though, it's still worth watching. It's still entertaining. It's a nice little fun horror comedy. And again, yes, it is better than fucking Hellfest. So, anything to add?
Meta, kind of cabin in the woods-esque.
Yes, I did think of that, yeah.
Some good kills. I don't know if you said that already.
Mm-hmm.
But
a lot of different genres thrown in there.
Yeah, but storyline got really messy.
Yeah.
And then some of the effects were too CG.
Yeah.
Like blatantly CG.
Yeah.
And then some of the acting from people who are capable of doing better acting was like, ooh, this is getting bad.
Yeah.
It's like on the verge of painful.
Yeah. And in terms of the gore kills, back to that, there were a lot more than Hellfest, which was a plus, but there were off and on, like you said. Like there were some good kills, and I was like, yeah. And then in the next kill right after that is like really bad CGI kill, and it's like, damn it. Other than that, though, it's entertaining, a nice little horror comedy.
It's like an homage to horror movies.
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
No,
It's just,
no.
It's fun, I guess.
Yeah, it's fun. It just goes off the rails in the third act. Out of 5 stars.
At least a 3 for me.
Yeah.
Somewhere around
Yeah, 3.2. There you go, 3.2 for me. So, we recommend Hellfest. And now we're getting ready to watch... God damn it. I've been drinking tonight. Alright? Fuck Hellfest. Okay? I recommend Bloodfest. Thank you, Edgar. So anyway, now we're getting ready to watch The Apostle, okay? Starring Dan Stevens, directed by the Raid director, and from the Raid films. And we've been wanting to watch this for a long time. So Lady Phat Blood had to take a little nap. We've been up all day and all night, damn it. All right, alcohol's involved. We had to give her a little bit of break. That's why you haven't seen her or heard from her. But we'll wake her up and go ahead and watch this. And we'll go from there. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
Thomas, your sister, she's gone. These people, they're blasphemers. A cult, a disease. Bring her home.
Name? Thomas Richardson.
I dream of a world in which each waking day we rise equal.
This island.
It's our paradise.
We have an intruder on our land. We have to find him.
Your eyes. They've seen things. Who are you?
He shall be cleansed according to the edict of this land.
The promise of the divine is but an illusion. God is pain. God is suffering. Beware false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Let us begin.
Listen to what the flower people say. Listen.
They're getting louder every day.
Yeah, so we just got done watching The Apostle. That's right. Starring Dan Stevens, directed by Gareth Evans, director of the Raid films. And it's well done, well made. We did like it, but I can't say I love it. It's very well done. It's a very, very intense, interesting thriller, horror thriller. There's not a lot of action in it, but we weren't expecting action. There's some cool gore effects in there because, Raid director, so that's awesome. Acting was good. Dan Stevens is always awesome, but
an original movie I will always applaud to some degree.
Yeah, some parts of it felt original, and then a lot of other parts of the film it did feel like The Wicker Man. It also felt like, what else did you mention earlier? There was some other movies.
I forgot.
Actually, a couple of movies we actually watched today already.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a little bit of Cold Skin. There's a little bit of The Ritual in here as well, but definitely the Wicker Man vibe. There's a little bit of fantasy elements, kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of in this.
Culty, horror-y.
Culty, horror-y. Flowery. Flower people.
Medieval-ish.
Right.
So...
Yeah.
Different in a pretty good way for the most part.
Right.
Did it belong in the theater? Probably not. I don't think it would have done well in the theater at all.
No.
So Netflix is fine.
Not because it's bad, but it's just too fucking out there.
Yeah, it's not what people are looking for in the mainstream audience.
No, the mainstream audience would probably be like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. So there is a few moments of what the fuckery in here, and a few moments of you can assume what's happening. Like, you can assume, like, okay, I think I kind of know what's going on, and go with that, and let it be your interpretation of what happens. Because there are some scenes that you were talking about that weren't really explained in detail, or explained at all, really. So you kind of have to go with it.
They don't really feed it all to you perfectly. They
right.
let you kind of interpret something, which is okay. I don't mind that.
So
I would have liked a little bit more clarification on what
so we want to
exactly was
give brief plot synopsis real quick without spoilers.
Guy goes back home, finds out his sister's missing and was kidnapped or something, held up for ransom. He goes to find her on some weird secluded island out in the middle of nowhere, and uncovers a weird cult.
Yeah. And that's as good as an explanation as you're going to get with this movie. But yeah, definitely, like you said, kudos to the film. Very well made. Very interesting. Definitely worth watching. We're not saying don't watch it. Definitely check it out. We did enjoy it. I just, it's just something about the plot. Yeah. Just the plot I was fine with.
The storyline.
Something about it, yeah. Something about it doesn't make me go, Apostle! Oh my God! I just don't. It's not making me do that. But yeah, half of it original, half of it does borrow from some things. But overall, entertaining. So, what do you give it out of 5?
It's probably like 3.5 for me.
About 3.5? Yeah. About the same here too. Throughout 3.5 out of 5 for me. So definitely worth checking out. Make sure you guys check out Apostle and come up with your own conclusions on what do you think, or your own answers while you listen to the flower people sing. Demented Zelda?
Love you.
Demented Zelda. No?
I don't know. There's no
Forest Children?
There's no Triforce. There are Forest
Game of Thrones? Yeah. Forest Children, maybe.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy gone horribly wrong.
What was the M. Night Shyamalan movie with the cult in the woods and all
The Village?
I think that was one.
Yeah, you're thinking about that. Did that have shades of The Village?
I never fully saw that movie, so I can't really say, but
similar.
It was feeling like that, I guess.
That kind of feel. Yeah. All right, we're going to keep it going. That's right. Lady Phat Blood thought the movie was interesting as well. She is back. She is awake. But we're going to go check out Baskin. That's right. So I don't know nothing about Baskin. All I know is Eazy-E, Egg Shen, Egger, our buddy, our boy, the legend, the man, the myth, the showstopper, the icon, the main event. told us that it's fucking crazy. So, woo, I'm all ready for that. So, hopefully, it's fucking crazy. See you guys in a bit.
Arda, sana bir şey söyleyeceğim. Burada bizden başkasını görüyor musun? Bu defa benden başka birisi daha görüyor.
If you're curious to see, pull the tricks out of my sleeve. All you find is yours to keep. Welcome to the devil's playground. You can tread where demons play. It's your Candyland, dreamers dance. Always fantasy. Welcome to the devil's playground. You can look and you can't touch. It's a fine day at the back of the it's where you
All right, we just got done watching. What the fuck did we just watch? Baskin, yes. Now,
Not Baskin Robbins, just Baskin.
now, unfortunately, I did kind of doze off a little. I'm sorry. All right, I've been up all day, damn it. Okay, I did kind of doze off a little bit, but from what I can remember, I dozed off for a second, and then I woke up, and I saw a female fucking a guy in the ass while he was eating some shit. And then I went back to sleep, and then I woke up again, and I saw a lady give birth to a rock, a meat rock, and some Gollum Schmeagle looking thing picked it up and ran out of the room. Then I went back to sleep again. Then I woke up again, and some disturbing looking guy was forcing one of the cops that was in hell to fuck this slave whore of hell or whatever, because he wanted to open his heart. He wanted, your heart's not open. We cannot use it, sir. You need to fuck this prostitute here.
This is after he gouged his eyes out.
This was after he gouged his eyes out. Okay, so he's fucking doing the deed, and then all of a sudden he falls over, and I don't know if he finished. That's why he fell over. I'm not sure. But then the creepy looking dude picks him up, and then the other guy shakes and falls over, and then the spider comes out of his head. So yeah.
Are you sure this wasn't your dream?
So the plot was, it seems simple. You got a bunch of cops who are kind of dicks, kind of assholes, and they've done some things in the past that's not too great, and they end up coming across the portal to hell. Okay, so I'm all like, cool, let's watch it. Something like that. And so he has a theory of why once they go to hell, nothing makes sense. And your theory is it's not supposed to make sense.
Yeah,
is that what you said?
I think the movie is like surrealist. It's not really like one-to-one. This is how it is. It's just impressions, dreams, like feelings of, and then
giving birth to a meat rock.
Yeah, a whole lot of weird stuff happens in this movie. Yeah.
I can kind of understand that, because I'm sure in hell it's not straightforward. I'm sure it's probably weird as fuck.
I think what the movie was saying was hell is an extension of the life you lead.
Okay.
So if you're, fooling around with prostitutes all the time, you'll be fooling around with prostitutes in hell. If you're killing people all the time, you're going to be killing people in hell, or they'll be killing you. If you're just eating, you're going to be eating in hell as well. So they give you what you want, and it becomes a twisted version of your desires, but that's what you
and
get.
You're on a forever loop.
Forever loop.
Which kind of is shown in this film in a way.
Yes.
So, the key that the guy pulls out of the neck of the guy who got his neck slit, he pulls a key out, and he grabs the key out of the guy's neck, and then he stabs it in the keyhole of the other guy's forehead. Yeah. Are you with me? Baskin, a family picture. So yeah. So rating. Do we need to talk any more about it? Mr. Guy that suggested this, that's right, he's hiding over here. We see your leg, sir. Your leg is on YouTube for the world to see. That's right, sir. Everyone's going to look at that leg, that foot. So he suggested this, and I turned, as soon as the credits went, Baskin, I turned and went, I looked right at him, and he was just like, he's just like, I don't know what to make of it. It's very weird. So I think that kind of sums it up. We don't know what to make of it. It's weird.
It's very, very weird.
Now, I want more chaos. Yeah. I kind of get the whole, it doesn't have to make sense because you're in hell, but it's got to be more chaotic though, man.
It's really, really slow.
Yeah,
and
that's a negative.
Reading some of the behind-the-scenes stuff is more interesting than the movie was.
Right.
For me, at least.
Right.
My rating, if you were going to ratings, I'd give it something like a 2.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5, yeah.
Maybe a 3 for weirdness.
I mean, I give points to I haven't seen that before.
There's some interesting visuals, I think.
But,
and we love weird, right? Lady Phat Blood? Yeah. We love weird. Yeah. This is our, bring it on. Blah.
We love Mandy, so.
Yeah, we love Mandy. So we love weird.
But I wasn't really entertained by it, so I can't give it much more than that.
I think they could. I don't think they pushed the envelope. I think it's
a chick fucking a dude in the ass while he's eating shit in the kitchen.
But see, that's the thing, was those moments. It wasn't chaotic. It wasn't chaotic enough, man. They go to one room, they see the deed being done, and they go to another room, and nobody's really doing anything.
An example of a recent movie.
She had some chasing.
Yeah. An example of
more torture.
A recent movie that's pure chaos and hellish. Another weird, controversial movie is Mother.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talked about that before on the channel.
That gets weird, chaotic, and crazy and hellish.
Right.
So
it's like Anxiety the movie, right?
Yeah.
So Mother's more entertaining than Baskin.
I don't know if entertaining is the right word for Mother.
Right
okay.
It's
two different types of films.
It's interesting. I could follow it better.
Oh, okay.
Than I could with Baskin.
You heard that.
You could follow the Hells of
You could follow Mother more than Baskin Robbins. So yeah. All right. So you give it a 2.
Yeah.
No, nothing from her. She's out.
I got nothing.
I'm gonna go with a 2. Yeah, even though I kind of cheated a little bit, I kind of dozed off a little bit here and there. So unfortunately, Baskin. Are we still going? You tapping?
I think I'm tapping.
Okay.
It's not actually that movie that's made me tap. It's just this is a lot.
Yeah. We were hardcore horror movie marathon in it all day today. So, and drinking beer, and that kind of made me a little sleepy too. So, but yeah, had a lot of fun despite The Oddness of Baskin. I would have to say my favorite of the day is The Ritual, man.
Yeah, I didn't catch all of it, but it was probably the most interesting of those.
Yeah, The Ritual I enjoyed. I liked Summer of '84, and I enjoyed the other ones.
Oh yeah, Summer of '84.
But Baskin Robbins is probably on the lower of the list today. Yeah. So, but yeah, you win some and you lose some. But I'm still alive. I didn't. Lady Phat Blood didn't kill me and replace me. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. But go ahead.
You saw Cold Skin. I didn't see Cold Skin.
Right,
so,
right. Yeah.
So for me, of what I saw, probably it was The Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Then Apostle.
Okay.
Summer of '84.
Okay.
Although I could switch those two pretty easily, probably.
Right.
And then Puppet Master, and then Baskin.
What about Bloodfest?
Oh,
Bloodfest above Puppet.
Yeah, above Puppet.
Okay, Bloodfest, Puppet, and then Baskin.
Yeah.
Huh, there you go. If you guys have seen any of these films, let us know in the comments below what you guys thought of all these movies, especially Baskin. And let us know what movies you guys are watching for the Halloween season. We really want to know what you guys are watching. Want to check it out.
Would we be Baskin cases?
Get him.
Poke! Right in the ribs. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You guys rock. See you guys next time. Peace. Baskin!
Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
All right. What's going on? Woo! Editing. Thank God for editing. Cutting all that shit out. The fuck happened? Listen to the flower. Oh, I fucked it up.
Listen to what the flower people say. Listen to.